This is the Nile. And this is one of Africa's most feared predators, resting, waiting, mouth wide open under the afternoon sun. But something is about to walk straight into those jaws. A small bird lands beside the crocodile's head, completely unafraid. It steps onto the lower jaw and walks inside. For over 2,000 years, people have called this one of nature's greatest partnerships. A tiny bird cleaning the teeth of a giant reptile, removing rotting meat, plucking out parasites, while the crocodile lies still and lets it happen. It's in documentaries, it's in textbooks, it's one of the most famous stories in the animal kingdom. There's just one problem. No scientist has ever actually seen it happen. The story begins around 459 BC on the banks of this very river. A Greek historian named Herodotus was traveling through Egypt when he wrote about a bird he called the trochilus. A bird that would enter the open mouths of basking crocodiles, picking parasites from between their teeth. It's a remarkable story, but Herodotus wasn't exactly known for accuracy. Later, historians nicknamed him the father of lies. Because so many of his travel accounts turned out to be exaggerated, second-hand, or simply invented. Still, the story didn't disappear. Aristotle repeated it. Cicero repeated it. For 2,000 years, naturalists and explorers passed the legend down. Until it became one of the most repeated facts in nature. And then, in the modern era, it seemed to finally have proof. Footage, real footage, of a bird stepping calmly into a crocodile's mouth. But here's what most people don't know about that footage. It isn't wildlife footage at all. It's CGI, created for a commercial. Not one verified, independent recording exists of this behavior happening in the wild. So what does the science actually say? The Egyptian plover is real. It lives across the rivers of sub-Saharan Africa. The Nile, the Niger, the Chad Basin. It's a striking bird, bold black and white markings, a sharp facial stripe, quick and alert. But researchers who've spent years studying it describe something very different from the legend. This bird feeds on insects in the mud and sand near riverbanks, and rather than fearlessly approaching predators, it tends to avoid them completely, relying on camouflage and speed to survive. There is no confirmed scientific record from any research team in any country of this bird ever cleaning a crocodile's teeth. So why has this myth survived for 2,000 years? Because it's a perfect story, an impossible alliance between predator and prey. But real nature doesn't need an exaggerated legend. It already has partnerships just as remarkable. And these ones are real. This is an oxpecker, and unlike the crocodile bird, what it does is fully documented. It lands on warthogs, rhinos, and buffalo. And picks ticks and parasites straight from their skin. Researchers have recorded this behavior again and again across the African savanna. No myth required, just biology, evolution, and a genuine partnership between two species. The crocodile bird might be one of the oldest facts in natural history, but it's also one of its oldest myths. Sometimes the truth is less magical than the legend, but it's also real, and that makes it worth telling. If you want to see a real cleaning partnership in action, the story continues in our video on the oxpecker. This is the Nile.